What's going on, traders? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be recapping the trades that I made for the day. All day trades, one swing trade. Nonetheless, sitting up on the day, $2,473 before commission. After commission, probably $2,350, somewhere around there. Haven't checked yet. But nonetheless, pretty good green day, so let's look at it. So one trade that I made here on the day, and actually let me do something different here. Give me a second. I guess we can do it in here. One second. Let me do something. Okay, there we go. All right. So not first trade, but a trade on the day was NBY. So I didn't catch any of this up move. I was busy trading other things. Didn't feel comfortable trading it when it was in the middle of its move. So ended up holding off. Long story short, NBY ends up kind of screaming up here. Then it gets pulled. It starts to pull back, right? It gets halted here, drops out, starts to hold a little bit. I seen some buyers come in. So I ended up getting long here for just a small scalp trade. So I ended up doing 7,500 shares on a scalp from 146 up to 153 for $483. So again, just kind of drops out, slamming 7,500 shares, pops up a little bit. That's all I was really going for, was a quick bounce scalp for a few pennies, which would normally be the case, or normally something we can see happen on one of these setups, right? Whenever we have a penny stock just rip, comes crashing down, halts down, there's always a bounce. So traded 7,500 shares for $483. Trade probably took about 30 seconds. Said, sure, let's do it. So 7,500 shares at about $1.46, $1.47, up to $1.53, made about 6.5 cents, $483. Decent little scalp trade. All right. Next one that I traded here, we'll start with BABA. Okay, so next trade, couple trades on the day was with BABA. So first trade on the day here, and let me shrink some of this down. There we go. Scroll this down a bit. So first trade of the day was a short play. You can see BABA kind of rolled over here, then rolled over again. So I'm getting short on this leg and then took it off on this candle. So I was short 500 shares at 158.15. Took the 500 shares off at 158.21. So I ended up losing about 6 cents or so on that trade. Ended up losing like $30 or something. But anyways, it just wasn't breaking down. I seen the orders getting soaked up for a long play. So I realized that I was on the opposite side of the move. So took it off, right? And then in the middle here, ended up taking a trade on this mini cup and handle, which was right here. I'll try and show you it. Draw with these trend lines. So there's a little cup and handle kind of coming this way, down, consolidates, up, the pullback, little handle, long, right? So it's kind of a little cup and handle pattern there. That one we definitely mentioned live in the room, even drew it out on the screen. So that was pretty cool. Anyways, cup and handle pattern here, end up getting long in this pullback, 500 shares at 158.81. Took it all off basically up at 159.17 and 159.23. Still ripping here. Some of the traders in our room ended up holding for a swing trade. We also mentioned to keep BABA on watch long today. Even though I said long, I still tried to short it. Why? Because I'm an idiot. Doesn't even matter. But anyways, nice little cup and handle long play. Some of the traders in our room are still long with the swing trade going throughout this week on BABA. So altogether, 1,000 shares traded on BABA, $155. So we'll take it. All right, next one on the list is CRON. So CRON was actually a swing trade that I did over the weekend, and it's actually still grinding up here. Kind of surprised about that, but it is what it is. Actually, I guess I'm really not surprised. But anyways, here we are, CRON. So I ended up getting long 500 shares on Friday at the VWAP, broke down, held over the weekend, and sold out on the top of the move here in the morning push. So you can see I was long 500 shares. And I had two sells here. I sold 300 at 16.09, and I sold the last 150 shares at 16.61, which is almost the tippy top of that candle. So really nice little overnight swing trade over weekend for $335. So if we go back, we look at CRON here. Obviously traded it quite a bit throughout its existence, but there was a there was a slight bullish divergence here. Not even slight, pretty obvious. So definitely a bullish divergence right here from this low to that low, right? So low, new low, right? But there's a higher low here on the RSI. So we had a bullish divergence kind of curling up. Seemed like a pretty obvious long play to me, so I ended up taking long. It's still moving up now, so it's starting to, it's pressed over these highs, still kind of grinding. This might have continuation, so if you watch this video, maybe watch CRON long bias tomorrow. Might still be some left on the table to trade there. All right, next one on the list is, we went over NBY. We will do Roku. So this was the loss on the day. Besides Baba, there was a loss on Roku too. So ended up trying a little bit of a long dip buy here on Roku. I was green for a second, then it kind of flipped on me, turned red, realized it was a short play. But for about a week straight, Baba's been selling off early morning. He's getting dip bought and ripping back up. So I'm like, let's see if it does the same thing. We had a bullish engulfing candle right here. We pull back, it starts to curl up. So I got long 900 shares at 101.48. The candle instantly squeezes up to the VWAP to 101.87. So already right there had a decent win of a couple $100. Didn't take it off the table, pulls back, could realize it was going to fall short. So took it off for a total of a $300 loss. So that was the only losing trade on the day. But again, this was pretty straightforward. It was going for a dip buy after a bullish engulfing candle, pull back and a curl, and then just kind of flops out on me. Lose $300. Next trade, we have one on Tesla. Okay, so Tesla was a pretty good trade here in the morning. I mean, we've been watching Tesla. If you're not familiar, Tesla's just kind of been ripping already for the past couple days, past couple weeks. So anyways, it's pressing this 211 mark. I end up hopping long on the break over 211. It pulls back, gets squeezed back up. I mean, it was just a simple kind of breakout over resistance for the past couple days. So again, entry at 211, 200 shares at 211.42 on this candle, breaks up, squeezes up. I take the 200 shares off at 212.32. So from 211.42 to 212.32, almost 1 point altogether, locked in $181. Kind of pulls back. Next, it's kind of cruising a little bit higher. Okay. And then best trade on the day was PRVB. So here we are. So PRVB, let me shrink some of this down. So first trade was in here. Obviously, many people were watching this one. So this had a red to green move, right? It pulls back in the morning, consolidates, starts to curl up. Seen a bunch of buyers hop in. So I get in long 2,000 shares at $11.53. It gets halted, opens up the halt at $12.48. So I instantly, or $12. So I instantly make about 50 cents a share. So I'm up about $1,000. I sell the 1,500 shares at $12.48. Pops up a little bit more. I sell another 250 shares at $12.38. Now I only have 250 shares on the table. And then I take 50 shares off at $14.19. I take another 100 shares off at $14.10. And I took another 100 shares off at $14.99. So altogether made $1,600 on the stock. Trade it one more time here for a bounce. So I got in 2,000 shares at $17.31. Ended up taking off those $17.31. Was up a couple $100, sold the 1,500 shares at $17.68. I got in at $17.73. With the spread difference by the time I got out at $17.68 and then took some off at $17.73. So long story short, it ended up losing like $30-40 on that trade. Really nothing much. So those were all the trades on the day. Those are all the trades on the day, which gets us up to a P&L of $2,473. So really good day trading. Was a great Monday to hop in and start trading. So I'm really happy for the volatility and the moves that we were getting throughout the day. Other than that, just trying to keep it green throughout the week. Had a pretty good trading week last week. Starting off Monday on the right note. So hope you guys liked the video. Hope you learned something new today. And as always, thank you guys for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe to the video. All the links are in the description to join our trading team. Everything we do here and all the trades you have seen are done live in real time, so you can learn from them, you can join in on them, and you can join with our trading community. With that being said, take care, guys. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys on the next video.